great fun.
But as much as Peter looks to the future,
I feel like a new man.
will he ever be able to escape the past?
I don't really want to talk about this, OK? Sorry.
It's January 2010 and Peter Andre is at home with his children, but his hectic schedule means that he's also attempting to squeeze in a bit of work.
I've signed an amazing book deal, but it's not an autobiography. It's a picture book. It's life in pictures. Initially asked to do an autobiography, and I said no, because I did one about 4 or 5 years ago, and I just didn't see the relevance of it.
Hannah Fernando will be ghostwriting Pete's new picture book and interviewing him for recollections and memories.
What were you like at school?
At school, I was a show-off, really. I was very much like what Junior's like now, running around, always hugging and kissing people, wanting to kiss girls. I'll show you an example. Junior, can you come here for a second, please? Watch this. Junior, what does Michael Jackson say? The girl? Right, now do the moves, come on.
So your favourite singer, Junior?
I like Michael Jackson.
Right, I don't know.
I'm sexy.
Okay. We don't want to say things like that too much, okay? Let someone else say you're sexy. You don't have to say it to yourself.
Daddy, come here and you play Xbox.
We will play the Xbox. Do you know what?
Where?
We will, because we always play every day.
Come on then.
Well, right, here's a bit of a situation. Just for a little bit, Daddy has to do a bit of work, okay? But the girl was bad. The girl was dangerous. There you go. Told you. But anyway, I was like Jude. Exactly the same.
Did you recognise him?
I knew from 5 or 6 years old. Come here, mate. He's grown up. He's a good boy.
All of the kids are with Pete today, including Harvey, but unfortunately we're not allowed to feature him.
And what I used to do was I used to get pictures. I got one of Elvis, one of Bob Marley, one of Stevie Wonder, one of Michael Jackson. I used to go upstairs and I used to close my eyes and think I was that person and have to mimic them as best as I could. And then I'd go to Michael Jackson, mimic him. Then I'd go to Stevie Wonder, mimic him. And I used to do that night after night after night from like 6, 7 years old.
As work continues in the Andre household, it's not long before the kids are back in control.
Excuse me. These kids. All right. What are you doing?
Mr. pulled my shoes.
Right, do you know what? What happened?
Because she keeps turning the TV on.
All right, give each other a cuddle and a kiss now, please. And give me a cuddle, please. Okay. And you. Now listen, do you want me to take the pain away? Where is it? All right, I'm going to take the pain away. It's going to go. Ready? It's in my belly. Quick, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. It's gone now, isn't it? Come on then. Good girl. I love you.
I'm putting your hair.
I love you.
I like to.
How much?
Short.
Lots and lots?
Yeah.
Good girl.
13 years ago, Pete sold out arenas nationwide, and touring in front of his fans again has been his dream ever since.
I release an album. I want to work with different writers. I want to tour. One day, somehow, I don't know where or when or how it's going to happen, but I'm going to aim for that again. The next stage is, if this album does well, hopefully, touch a bit of wood somewhere, that this will this will take off and I can tour. I mean, that's what I want to do anyway. You know what the ultimate closure is for me? It's back on the road. I don't care how big or small the venues are, it's doing it.
No, then do it. Just go.
I know I can do it.
And off the back of last year's success, with Pete's album Revelations going platinum, his dream is about to come true.
Got a 36-date tour sold out. We start on February the 19th. I guarantee it's going to be so different to anything I've done before.
With the opening night of Pete's tour in just 4 weeks' time, preparations have already begun. And today, Pete is on his way to dance rehearsals.
Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. Hi, mate. Hi, good to see ya.
Hiya. How are you?
Good, my friend. How are you?
Good.
Pete's been working with choreographer Sean Cheeseman, who has worked with a string of top stars, including Britney Spears and Pete's idol, Michael Jackson. And a certain Mr. Andre is delighted to be collaborating with him.
Are you here all day tomorrow? Oh, that's great. We can keep running.
How long since you've done proper routines like this?
15 years. 15 years, and I never thought I had it in me, but I didn't think I still had it in me, but I think I have. You'll see what I mean when all the dancers are together. You'll see. I'm going to be slightly out of time because it's only my 3rd day rehearsal, but I've got it in me to do.
It's time for Pete to strut his stuff.
Let's go from the top.
I haven't moved like this for years, absolute years.
It's this way now. It's full on. Like...
First day I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I really did. I thought, that's it. Dead. D-E-D, dead. Finished. I said it to them the other day. D-E-D, dead. Done, kaput. But I got up. For the next 2 days I couldn't walk. And then I was fine again.
The routines might not be killing Pete anymore, but it's certainly not plain sailing.
It's that bit I missed in between. Sorry about that.
Under the watchful eye of Sean, Pete and the dancers work out the finer points of the routines.
Now, everything on that I do move as well, right?
Yeah, you can do one like that. They make you move like that. So always on the back to some sort of accent. Like, or that, or that.
Thank you so much.
Great today, really.
Thank you so
honestly.
much. Really appreciate
Really
it.
good.
I have to say, I feel like a new man. I feel young again. I'm dancing, I'm doing stuff. Okay, you know, you don't want to just dance around the stage all along, because I am 36, but if you can do it, why not? I mean, all the greats do it, eh? I mean, Madonna does it. She's in the, I don't want to say how old she is, but she's older than me. And I'm glad I'm getting the chance to do it again. I feel young again.
Coming up, there's drama on Pete's video set.
I love doing stuff like this, you know? It's acting, isn't it?
And the past returns when there's some surprise news.
You're joking.
2010 is already promising to be a bumper year for Peter Andre. With the release of his Revelations album, Pete managed to successfully resurrect his recording career, and his fans are hungry for more music. So Pete's record company have decided to release a love songs album filled with both old and new material. Today, Pete is in rainy South London recording the video for the song he'll be using to promote the album. But it seems the new Peter is unrecognisable.
Wrong guy. Wrong guy, mate.
Roll playback.
And action.
Last year, Michael Andre supported his brother through some very dark days.
2010 has got to be a great year. because it can't be any worse than 2009 in some respects. In other respects, 2009 was fantastic. Thank God the British public has, you know, supported him and been on his side, and he's realised that people actually like him for who he is and not because of who he's with or the person he's trying to portray. He's got a much clearer outlook for 2010. He'll just continue what he's doing, continue to put his family first, and he knows everything else will just fall into place.
Oh, how are you, sweetheart? Love you so much. Come here, I want to give you big fat cuddles, like big. Yes, I'm going to do raspberry on your belly and it's going to... Oh! I'm going to do raspberry on your belly. Uh-oh, something's wrong with the belly. Yeah, I like it.
Nicola from Pete's management team is happy to see Mr. Andre looking so revitalised.
He'd love to spend as much time as he possibly could with the kids, but obviously that's an ongoing situation and will probably forevermore be an ongoing situation. But I think in himself, I think he's very happy, and I just hope that, you know, that continues on a professional level for him throughout this year. And, you know, who knows, at some point he's got to meet somebody, and hopefully, you know, that'll all go well for him as well.
I love doing stuff like this, you know, it's acting, isn't it? Did you see my dickhead symbol? I realised I did it. Watch. There it is.
Back for more love? Oh, that was a proper squeeze. It squeezed the air out of me then. Oh, I'm a dickhead.
No, I was saying I'm a dickhead.
What a lovely job I have, see? How lucky, how lucky, yeah. 2010, new year, more abuse.
After 11 hours of shooting, finally...
It's a wrap, okay? Everyone, put your work. We're out of here now. Out.
It's a wrap now, so I'm going to go up, get changed, get back to the kids, and I'm very excited.
I think he looks the best he's looked in a long, long time, and I think he's all ready to go for 2010.
Mwah.
With the video in the can, now all Pete needs to do is get out there and promote the album. So, despite the tour starting in just over 2 weeks, Pete is embarking on a nationwide signing tour to help plug his Love Songs CD.
You ready to go on a big promotional train again?
Mate, I love it. I love it. And really, I should be in rehearsals today, but I love going out and meeting the fanage.
Did you just sign my waistcoat for me?
Come on. No, not yet. I know I was... My hand just slipped.
Come on, Nicholas. No. Can you sign that for Laura? Please, could you sign those for me? No, we can't sign those.
But I'm looking at them, though.
We can't sign them.
Can I kiss you? Thank you.
Thank you. With the real.
I know they're real. Yeah, I like that. That was cute. Woo.
Pete's been a performer from a young age and gets his buzz from his fans. The kisses,
Thank you very much.
the screams, the tears. And even the odd phone number will all help fire Pete up before he kicks off the concert tour.
See you later, guys. Love ya. Bye. Yeah.
As the day draws to a close, Pete's manager Claire has some exciting news.
What's it about? Is it about...
The album.
Yes? What?
Tell you that.
2, right?
You are the #1 selling album in the whole of Tesco's today.
Wow.
That is fantastic.
Nice one, Steve.
Did you almost feel she was going to say in the whole country? Then we went... That's still fantastic news.
That's amazing how big Tesco's are. Tesco's is the biggest supermarket in the country.
What? So all over the country?
The whole country are the #1 fastest selling album. This was like about an hour
Michael,
ago.
that's huge, dude.
Dude, just 3 seconds ago you thought it was the world.
Yeah.
Spirits are high in the Andre camp, but Pete will have to wait until tomorrow for his next fan fix.
Sometimes I feel like throw my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you.
It's an early start and Peter's travelled east to Cambridge, where there's another busy signing.
I'm just looking forward to going out there meeting some more fans, and I'm loving it. Tomorrow I've got the Chris Moores show, breakfast show, so that'll be good. And I'm just really enjoying this at the moment, really am. So let's go out there and meet some fanaroonies. Can I request a cuddle from you?
Oh, wow, you made my day.
Who to?
Emily.
Shut up.
Can I get a kiss as well?
Well, I think it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Mwah.
Oh.
Guys, I love ya.
But today's signings are not over just yet. Feeling energised by the outpouring of love, Pete gets back on the road and heads straight over to Basildon for an evening signing where thousands of excitable fans await.
Let's get ready for the madness.
I queued up for 5 hours, please. I'll do it again. I'd have queued for 10.
And when it comes to Peter, Essex seems to be in full agreement.
Oh, it's amazing. Amazing. Amazing! I can't speak. She wants to marry him. I want to marry him. Can you give him that for me? It's my number on it.
We're still going. It's now 7:20, Tuesday night in Essex, and what an amazing turnout. You know, it must be, for him, just such a nice feeling, mustn't it? All these people, 1, queuing to see you, 2, coming up with your product, and 3, having such lovely things to say. So it must be such a boost and such a lift. And tomorrow we've got quite a full day of press, lots of interviews, but I think he'll go into that, you know, on a real high and absolutely buzzing.
The fans are Pete's adrenaline and he'd be happy to stay to meet every single one of them. But unfortunately the shop has to close, so Pete can only sign for as long as the store will let him. He has managed to autograph nearly 5,000 CDs tonight, and Pete is again buzzing from the direct contact with his fans.
Doing signings and that, apart from the fact that you get to meet people, I think what it actually does is it actually just, it humbles you again. It just does.
It's now nearly 11 p.m. and finally time for Pete to put his pen down. But some news has just broken and Nicola has been asked to pass on a message.
So do you want a little bit of news?
Good or bad? Intermediate.
Inconsequential, really, but just a little bit of gossipy news.
Gossip, yeah?
Yeah? Kate got married in Vegas.
You're joking. How do you know?
About 9 o'clock.
She what?
We're expecting a press release to drop round about midnight tonight.
It's just...
Okay?
I can't believe it.
But obviously, nobody outside of this room
Biggest joke in the world.
says anything.
It is a complete joke. But you know what? Good luck if that's what makes her happy. I don't know. Jesus Christ. That's quite hilarious.
No, I think it's just that one. That's fine. Great day though, Pete.
5.5 hours of signing,
Huge.
and I loved every minute of it.
Brilliant.
All right, I shouldn't be shocked, but
What?
But you're shocked.
I just
What are you talking about?
What do you think?
Oh, that? I'm over it already. I think it's hilarious.
Did it come as a surprise, Pete?
No, not at all. I think it's quite funny. Do you know what, guys? Doesn't bother me. Do you know what?
Everyone's got to know in a couple of hours.
Doesn't bother me one bit.
Coming up, Pete can't escape the media storm.
What do you make of the news overnight? Was it a shock?
I wasn't shocked at all.
And a TV interview hits a raw nerve.
Nobody is going to take my kids away from me, and I will fight to the death for that.
It's the 3rd of February and today is Peter's big promotional day for his new album. Although this was all set up weeks ago, the UK has woken to the news that Katie Price has remarried and the press are hungry for a story.
What do you think of the wedding news? Sorry, Ross.
Can we do it on the way out? Is that all right?
It's clearly going to be a long day for Pete, who's only had 5 hours sleep and has a whole day of interviews ahead, starting with an appearance on the Chris Moyles Breakfast Show.
It will appear to people that I've decided to just appear on the show because of the news.
No, it won't.
Yeah, and this has been booked for a while.
And Katie Price and Alex Reid are married. They got married in Las Vegas in a ceremony that apparently took just 22 minutes. In a statement, the couple say they are very much in love and looking forward to the future together.
Mr. Peter Andre is live with us this morning. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Chris.
So, you've heard the news? Did you wake up this morning to hear the news?
Yeah, I heard about it last night before it was announced. Could have waited till after my interviews.
Do you know what I mean?
Morning,
I like to speak for you, by the way. You can chip in if I say something that you disagree with. And the marriage is ridiculous. However, in the circus that I think is, that carries on around Katie, then as long as your kids are all right, I think that's all you got to care about.
That's exactly what I think.
Right.
I'm overprotective of them.
It's no bad thing, though, is it?
Well,
but you're a nice bloke with good values, and you're just being a father. That's what fathers do for their kids.
But bottom line is, as long as they're looked after, that's all I can ask for.
I really enjoyed that interview, and it was an important interview because I know he didn't play any songs off the album, but it doesn't matter because
You name-checked it.
we must have name-checked that album.
And it was a nice chat, and considering the news that had broken, he went off on that. He didn't go off too hard. It was nice. You handled it very well. You spoke well.
What did you think, Rodney Bodney?
It was funny. It was good.
With one interview in the bag, Pete heads over to an audio studio for a host of regional interviews. But there only seems to be one question on everyone's lips.
When you heard the news this morning about Kate and Alex, what was your reaction?
Sorry, we're not going to go on that subject today. Okay.
Okay.
The marriage story is hot news today, and everyone wants a quote from Peter. During the radio interviews, an ITN news crew arrives unannounced at the studio. Peter's manager, Nicola, agrees to the interview on the condition they will also ask Peter about his new album.
Album of love songs, was it always your dream, really, to make that?
No, my record company, Conehead, teamed up with Warner Brothers, and they suggested that they put a combination of songs that I've recorded over the last 15 years, love songs, and put together a love album for Valentine's Day.
Your love has gone through the back pages and front pages for so long. Do you find it a bit bizarre that you release such an album or not?
Love is a big part of me.
What do you make?
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
What do you make of the news overnight? That's another love story.
Well, all I ask as a parent is that they're a good influence on my children.
Was it a shock?
I wasn't shocked at all. No.
Does nothing Jordan do shock you?
Sorry?
Really need you to leave that subject. I'm sorry.
Okay, I won't ask that. Did you have any knowledge in advance?
No, my management mentioned something to me. And like I said, the only thought that I had in my mind was my kids.
Have you offered congratulations?
I haven't.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not going to go any further than that, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's much obliged. Take that away. Yeah.
Pete presses on with his promotional day, with his final appearance at Sky News. But the press have already lifted quotes from today's interviews, and manager Claire phones Nicola to sort out a potential problem.
What Pete said was, funny that it happened the day before I was doing my press. Her timing was perfect, or what a shame she didn't wait until after I'd done my interviews. That's what you said, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, what's wrong?
Because Claire's getting phone calls. Yeah.
No, it was a joke. It was like...
I'll make sure he doesn't say it again. On Sky,
I said it
I
on
know.
Chris Moores as well. Just joking.
They're trying to make it into a headline that you're saying that, rather than
That
it
I'm
being
saying
said
what?
that you said about she didn't wait until after I was. She didn't wait
No,
until. I know. But
that's
Claire's just saying, don't say it again. Just leave it, okay? And obviously they're going to have another go now, probably. Don't let her push you now.
No.
Okay, just keep saying, and you're fine to say, I don't want to say, I've got nothing more to say. You're okay to say that, okay?
Who was trying to make it?
I don't know. Claire just said it really quickly. All she said to me was they're trying to make it out as a headline, as if implying that she knew and she did it deliberately.
Every time I try, every time I try, every time I try to break free, then something comes along, something comes along, something comes along to intervene. My heart's skipping, and I don't.
The pressure is on now that the tabloids have sniffed a story. All this drama when all Pete is trying to do is sell a few albums.
Joining us now is the singer Peter Andre. I should point out right from the get-go that you were planned to come on anyway.
I was planned from
You're coming
last
to talk
week.
about your new album,
Yes.
weren't you, which we will talk about.
Okay.
But let's talk about the wedding to start with. Did you know?
I didn't know. But, you know, it's not my business, really, I guess.
Do they know that their mummies got married?
Not from me.
How's that conversation going to go?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't got to that point yet, but I guess it's something I'm going to have to, at some point, explain.
After 7 minutes of questions, Kay Burley plays Peter a clip of Harvey's father, Dwight York.
Now, because he was talking about when you suggested that you wanted to adopt Harvey. This is what he said at the time.
Okay.
I understand that he has to play a role because that comes as part of the baggage when you get involved with Kate. But to say it's to stand there and say he was going to adopt my kid, and now look what's happened 4 years down the road. Is he prepared to come and adopt Harvey at this stage? I don't think so. So the onus fall back on the father, which is me in the first place, and that should not have been mentioned.
Well, no disrespect, but has he seen Harvey since that interview?
I don't know, has he?
The bottom line is this. I love that child, all right? And I don't care what anybody says. I love that child. I see that child, okay? And to me, a nice little thank you would be nice, you know, instead of telling me, I asked to adopt him because I love him. I didn't ask to adopt him to be disrespectful. When you love a child, he's in my life. He calls me dad. I never said I'm his father, but I'm so proud to have him in my life. And it angers me. It angers me when people turn around and all, you know, and I get a comment like that. Why is that disrespectful? Because I ask to look after someone's child. I thought that was a good thing. I thought that's what we're supposed to do in this world. I don't understand that. I come from a different background and I don't understand that. And I'm sorry, but that angers me a little bit.
I think the reason that we wanted to show you that was because we were wondering how you might feel if Alex Reid then turns around and says that he wants to adopt the kids.
No one is going to take my kids away from me. Nobody. Nobody is going to take my kids away from me, and I will fight to the death for that. Sorry, that just... I didn't expect that, I'm sorry.
But as I said, we did tell you we were going to...
Yeah, but I didn't know what was said, but that's fine. Nobody's going to take my kids away from me, and I will die for those children.
So if Katie came home and said, you know, Alex
It's not
and
going
I
to
want
happen. I'll tell you now, I will go to court. I don't really want to talk about this, OK? Sorry.
We didn't mean to upset you. Are you OK?
Yep, I'm fine.
Talk to me about the tour.
OK. Can we, I'd rather just stop this, if that's all right.
You want to stop?
Yep, thank you.
OK, well, we're sorry that we've upset you.
No, it's OK, thank you.
Thanks very much for coming in. We'll see you in a second.
As soon as he walked off the Sky set, Pete travelled home to be with his kids and asked us not to film, but Nicola is happy to talk.
Pete's not upset about Kate. I mean, it's been a long time, and he says himself he's moved on. Kate's now married, she's moved on. That's fine, and people have to let that go. But I think what you can't then bring in is the children. When you know how passionate he is, you can't then bring that in, because I think that's deeply, deeply unfair. It just should have been a question that was never asked, surely. And particularly not now. They haven't even been married 24 hours. I mean, it's just so upsetting to see him so upset that he can barely speak, and, you know, he's shaking and he's sort of catching his words in his chest because he can't speak. It breaks my heart to see him like that today. It's so unfair. If he wasn't a nice guy, or if he'd gone off doing horrible things and not being the person that he's been, then you think, well, OK, maybe you've got to take it on the chin a bit. But I think that it was just unnecessary.
As the sun sets on a gruelling day, Pete still isn't ready to speak, but the people around him have plenty to say.
They didn't stop all day long. It was just one question after another, all about his ex-relationship, his ex-life.
Every single journalist wants to make their name. They might move on from a paper, they might move on from a TV. So it's about making their name. And it's about them pushing that person, if that's the sort of journalist that they want to be, to get the scoop, to get the story.
Now I hope people understand what kind of guy Peter is. Anyone that genuinely knows us knows how close, tight and how much we are family people.
A lot goes on behind the scenes with Harvey that he never discusses, never comes out in the press. And he gets a rough ride for loving Harvey, but he still perseveres with it.
There have been times when I have seen him get emotional, I haven't agreed with it. I said, dude, pull yourself together, you know. But you know what? When he came out off the interview, I just hugged him and I said, I'm so, so proud of you. And I think it even shocked him. He wasn't expecting that. I think he was expecting me to say, you know, oh, what are you crying for? But no, I was really proud of him.
It's the next day and Pete is finally ready to talk about exactly what happened on the Sky News set.
I just flipped. Something switched in my head and I thought, hold on a second. I thought, now, you know, I was angry enough about that piece of footage of a guy telling me it's disrespectful that I, you know, had asked at one point if I could adopt him because I was living with him and because his father wasn't seeing him. It wasn't as if his father was there all the time and then, you know, I'd understand, but his father wasn't around. So I thought, well, if I'm, you know, can I adopt him out of love? And then she threw in a question which I never expected, which was basically, what if my kids are taken away from me, or, you know, something along those lines. And of course, that just tore me apart.
You had handled it so well. Kate Burley asking you those questions was just like a complete shot in the dark.
I don't know if she purposely tried to hurt me, and I really don't want to believe that she did. And I wake up today feeling a lot better. A, because I was surrounded by the people I loved. That was the first thing. And secondly, because overnight there was this overwhelming support once again from the British public. They are the most loyal fans in the world because through thick and thin they stick by you, and if they really love you, they really want to protect you. And you know, it's just amazing. It's so touching. That's why something like today, the signing, means everything, because you know, because it's so important.
Determined to move on, Pete arrives in Shoreham for another signing, where he's met by over 5,000 adoring fans. And most have an opinion about yesterday's interview.
She should be sacked, Pete.
I just thought
it was unnecessary to be asked. No one should have asked
anything. At the end of the day, he's a human being with feelings, and you know, I don't have anything against Alex Reid or anything, but it wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Not nice.
But any problems that have been on Pete's mind recently pale in significance when he meets loyal fan Kat for the first time.
How are you? Oh, nice to meet you. Thank you for doing that.
My friends put together a book because they didn't know whether I was going to live or die.
You are?
5 years ago, I had my drinks spiked. And now
Is this how it happened?
Yeah, that's how it happened.
You're
I had my
joking?
drinks spiked.
You're joking?
5 years tomorrow. And I've got epilepsy and brain damage, and I can't properly walk. And that was all from you going to Jurassic. And having seen stuff through what you and Harvey and everything goes through, it was actually your show, the Coming Back show, of you walking around IKEA that put me back. Actually,
You make him cry again. I've only just stopped it from yesterday.
Had a bad.
Don't.
I was on the edge of breakdown. I'm onto the pro now at home, and I'm coming back, and that's because of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love you. You just keep smiling, okay? Listen, with the tour,
Thank you.
Nicola, Claire, can you make sure that when they come to the tour, that they come backstage and see us?
Yeah, you come over
All right,
here
so
with
you've
me.
got to be strong and you've got to keep going so that I can see you, okay?
Meet up with the others. Come over here and I'll sort you out.
Oh, this poor girl.
Once again, Peter's humbled by his fans who continue to be his inspiration as he goes it alone.
Every time I see him, he's picking himself up and doing it. If he could do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, someone else can do it. I just can't never, ever thank him for everything. He may be just another guy in the world, but he's my guy.
Coming up, it's the countdown to the start of the tour.
I'm absolutely ready to kick some ass.
It's the 9th of February and Peter Andre is only days away from the opening night of his new concert tour. The first time he'll be back on the road in 6 years.
I'm absolutely ready to kick some ass.
Pete approached me because he knew my history with Michael Jackson.
Hat 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It was great to work with an artist who's not jaded. He's still like, this is his first project. Time has been very limited and we've been very rushed because of his schedule.
Do you want it one more time?
You know, this whole tour, what we're basing it about is trying to change people's perceptions of what Peter is. There's more to Peter than meets the eye.
I would have liked more and more and more rehearsals, but with everything else going on, there's just no time. Today's the last day of rehearsals here, then it becomes like full like dress rehearsals. Junior, please don't snap his guitar.
You know that type of just don't work on me. Whistling and trying to flirt with me. Don't take
Bye, I'm gonna drive home. Bye.
All right, dude, I'll see you tomorrow then.
Pete's got so much still to do, and that also includes checking all the tour merchandise.
This is your programme, all low res. We've done that as 2 prints, because if I do it as one, it's
Are you
gonna
calling me a
stretch it.
mug?
Yeah.
All right.
Next stop is Bray Studios, where Pete will see his stage set for the very first time.
Wow, okay, brill. Yeah.
John Gray, the tour's production manager, is responsible for the set.
How high is it to the audience?
Depending on what venue. So, I mean, some of the venues we're going to be at 4 foot, some of the venues are going to be at like 4'6". It really depends what...
And Seawick, what can we have?
Yes.
Everything?
No.
I'm starting to get the buzz. I've had them specially made. It's got HJT, Harvey Jr. and Tiami. So I've got my kids with me all the time. I know it sounds a bit sad, but it's true. Woo! It is the most exciting thing I could do. I would do this any night of the week, my whole life. But if it came to going and doing a TV show, I'd rather present. But give me a concert, give me a stage with an audience, and I'll do it every night of my life.
Claire and Neville from Pete's management team are on site for the final rehearsals.
It's all very exciting. It's like Pete's dream. From a management point of view, it's just important that, you know, he's moved on from before of dancing all over the place, big baggy clothes. You know, we've wanted him to wear nice suits and it be more a visual thing as well.
Message Pete, try and stay on the stage, son. You know what I mean? Would help.
The first night of Pete's tour is in Seawick, which was chosen as a suitable venue for a warm-up gig.
We've arrived in Seawick.
It may be just a holiday park in Essex, but for Pete, this is his dream finally come true.
I have all the confidence in the world that Peter's going to deliver. I'm worried about all the things around Peter. It's a smaller stage than we're used to, so it's just getting used to the space, but I know Peter's going to kill it.
Unfortunately, due to the size of the venue, Pete won't be able to use the full set tonight, but he's still excited to get back on the stage.
Yeah, it's going to be a good buzz tonight. I can feel it. I'm starting to feel it. We need you pumped up.
I feel like I got abs already just watching you, bro.
Angelo is Pete's cousin from Cyprus, who's come over to offer moral support for Pete's first night.
He does get, I mean, like when we woke up this morning, he was like, it's the tour, it's the tour. You know, he was really excited about it.
So you excited?
Yeah.
Mate, I'm buzzing.
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm not even on the stage and I'm excited. I feel like getting up there and break dancing or something too.
With only half an hour till showtime, the excitement is building outside.
We are TP!
What do you think of his music?
Fabulous.
It's the moment of truth as tour manager Carl calls Pete to the stage.
I am buzzing. I'm buzzing. I'm a bit nervous, but buzzing, but nervous, but buzzing, but nervously buzzing, buzzingly nervous. Oh, can you just shush? She's a right cow. All right, good luck, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
More grown up from all the other tours that he's done, so yeah, I'm really, really happy, and I cannot wait for tomorrow night when it's the whole set and he can do everything right. But I'm really pleased for him. It couldn't have happened to a better bloke.
I think they've had enough, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, great
That
fun.
was great. That was awesome.
Great fun.
That was
great fun.
awesome.
Oh.
Amazing. Yeah, I love the Michael Jackson tribute. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Really good.
See the little Jackson bit? What a
It's
good
great.
little moment
It's
that
great.
is,
All of
eh?
it's good. The whole show's great.
We've had girls fainting, we've pulled loads
That was at the
out.
beginning,
All
the first
sorts,
one,
yeah,
wasn't
all sorts.
I love it. It's the first day and we're all like, ask me after 30 days because I'm knackered. I'm going to bed.
I enjoyed myself on that stage and I loved the crowd and I loved them being receptive to me. Some people are going to go, yeah, whatever, don't take yourself so seriously, fine. But I love it and it does feel like home. I feel so alive on that stage, you know?
Coming up next time, Pete's brand new concert tour continues.
That was wicked, absolutely wicked.
But does his success come at a price?
Peter Andre romps with topless model.
I just obviously can't pick the right kind of girl, can I?
Don't miss Jay-Z, Paul McCartney, The Strokes and many more brilliant music acts at this year's Isle of Wight Festival, starting tomorrow at 7 and carrying on all weekend. While the new series of America's Got Talent continues next on ITV2.